This video is brought to you guys by BetUS. BetUS, all your betting needs. Listen, the website is really cool. The website is really clean. When we talk about this Lions and Cowboys game, kind of like another pick 'em, and BetUS is pretty much telling you it's going to be a higher scoring game. But I don't know. Sometimes things could get tricky. I definitely would take the Cowboys +3. I just feel like they're going to play the Lions tough at home. Let's see if the Cowboys can kind of get that home field advantage back. You guys see who I have on the screen. BetUS, thank you for sponsoring this channel. Help us sponsoring this channel, for sponsoring this video. BetUS, all your betting needs. Now I get to talk to my boy. I get to talk to my brother. Anytime he's on this channel, we have some great talks. And I don't bring Vach on. Well, first of all, anytime I can get Vach, it's a blessing because that's my dog, man. And he's the best in the business when it comes to O-line talk. And he needs no introduction. So we're going to talk offense today. We're going to, as we kind of turn the page on this Steelers big win, because I do think it was a big win, Vach. First of all, I want to do a checkup with you, and then I just want to jump straight into how you think the O-line has played so far, because I kind of have my thoughts, but I want yours, and how you think this O-line needs to play moving forward for this offense to be where it wants to be. But first of all, Vach, how are you doing, sir?
I am not moving Tyler Smith to tackle. No.
Okay.
I'm not moving Tyler Guyton to guard. What the hell wrong with y'all people, man? No. Terrence Steele been better than Guyton. What you mean? No. What up, Foots?
You know the crazy thing is, Vach.
You know how they get.
Yeah, honestly, I'm at the point where I don't care like what was said, draft and pre-drafted. I just want to figure out the pathway to getting wins.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the line up to this point?
You know, I think they have to be perfect to get any kind of success. You know, they're not getting much help from your play. They haven't been getting a bunch of help from your play caller. It was a little better for them last week. They had a little more help in the passing situation, but you know, the run scheme is still funny looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have to be superhuman in order to get anything looking right. You know, there's a lot of scheme things that we could fix, but I think you got a Hall of Fame right guard. You got the best guard in football playing the left side. And you know, your young tackles, they kind of going through some change. You know, I think his center's looking good. I think his center's getting better every week. You know, he's he doesn't have to acclimate to the powerful part. He can be big, strong, powerful dude, you know, fresh out the box. You know, he's just getting used to all the center stuff and how the timings of the combos work a little different when you at center versus being at guard. Even versus being at tackle, but you play a little bit of tackle. So yeah, man, I mean, offensive line is fine, but I think offensive line around the league is a little weird. You're about to play a team that got the best one. But you know, hey, you know, if you ain't playing like them, you playing like the rest of the league, and the rest of the league is pretty standard.
So I have a thought. With the run game, I thought it was better in the fourth quarter. But they went to a gap. They went to more gap schemes. I thought they went duo.
What happened? Herbig got hurt is what happened for King.
But no, when Herbig was on the edge, but I'm with you. I thought that they moved. I thought they ran the ball C to C pretty decently. But I mean, if you want to say Herbig, I mean, hey, I'll take all the help we can get.
Sure.
You're playing with two rookies for the most part. Guyton went out and you moved Tyler Smith, and we were able to kind of suffice. But I think I kind of agree. I don't know if I want to move Tyler Smith. I don't think you overreact. And Guyton does need to be better, but I don't think he's been Chaz Green bad. I think some of that's an overreaction too. I mean, you're 3-2 and you just beat a really good. I think that the Cowboys have ran into. So this is what happened in the Giants game, and now I want to talk to people and get your thoughts on this as well. The Giants have a good front, and they just went to Seattle and punched on Seattle as well. The Giants up front with Lawrence and those guys, Thibodeau. Those guys aren't bad. So I think we looked at Brian. We looked at those guys and was like, okay, they're not this the Giants. We should be doing this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, other teams in the league have done things to kind of try to close the gap.
Sure.
Then the Ravens are the number one pass rush in the league, so they get after your quarterback, and that's why we saw kind of what we saw in that game. And then you come to the Steelers, and it's like, dang, you're playing another top 5 guy in TJ Watt, and you're playing another really good run defense and just a physical bruising type team. And it's like, okay, you came out on the other side of that. Is it some of that the issue, Vach, or is it just play calling, we're young, or is it some of it you're playing good defenses?
Well, and that's the thing about playing against good defense. You always going to be playing against good defense. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well raise your level of evaluation. You know, that's like, for example, we'll just talk like this. If we're a 4A team, but we move to 5A, and we out here getting our ass whooped, we just can't be like, oh well, we lose because it's 5A team. You a 5A team, and all the teams you about to play is 5A. So you need to step up because you versus the floor. You know what I'm saying? You're falling short to them right now. So that's just the standard. It just is what it is. So, you know, it's gonna Aiden Hutchinson and Oline McNeil coming in the house this week.
Yeah.
We not getting no breaks. You know what I mean? You play the Washington Football Wizards. There's dudes on the inside over there. Their D-line's playing a little better over there. The Eagles and their guys, it's always gonna be guys. So it just is what it is. I like what you said earlier when you was like, you know, man, Guyton ain't been Chaz Green. Guyton hasn't been Chaz Green. But Guyton is either getting you whooped or he's speeding up the clock a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that is something worth saying. I think you have to ask yourself, you know, did you look better because Tyler Smith played left tackle, or did you look better because Guyton just wasn't on the field? And I think the honest answer is Guyton just wasn't on the field. But to keep it a buck though, Foots, TJ Bass got beat just as much as Guyton did. You know what I'm saying? So now you run into this issue. It's not even an issue. It's just the common sense of it. Wherever Tyler Smith ain't playing, the other spot gonna look bad. Wherever Tyler Smith is not playing, the other spot is just going to look just as bad. I encourage y'all to go back and watch the film. You know, TJ Bass had some good plays, but Cam Hayward started whooping up on him. Just like Tyler Guyton had some good plays, but eventually Nick Herbig started whooping up on him. So you have to ask yourself, and this is where it's about to hurt me for this is where I'm about to die a slow, quiet death on the inside. You have to ask yourself, right? Who do you have more invested in? Do you want TJ Bass to get better from the reps, or do you want Tyler Guyton to get better from the reps?
Yeah, you got more invested. I would probably say in Tyler Guyton.
You want your first round pick to get the reps. You know what I'm saying? So if wherever Tyler Smith is not playing at, he's going to be better regardless. Now, I don't want to take the hit on Tyler Smith now. I don't want him to be worse. Yeah. And he is a little worse out there at tackle than he is at guard because he plays tackle like he's a guard. Like he was out there with guard feet, and he was winning. Herbig got him a couple times or whatever, but he was winning with guard feet. He'll go and quick set, or you know what I'm saying, he'll just grab and latch on to you. He wasn't kicking vertically, but that got him beat a couple times because he left a lot of room to the inside. You can quick set at guard a lot, and there's times you can quick set at tackle, but Tyler Smith's game is getting my hands on you quickly. Sometimes at tackle, getting hands on you quickly meaning B gap is wide open. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to if I quick set to get hands on you quickly and you get inside, okay, cool, BB is there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a difference. It's a difference. I would rather keep Tyler Smith in his best form, and I want to evaluate at guard, and then I want to evaluate Bass versus Guyton. And if both of them are losing equally, I want the dude that I would hope to make some improvements in the future, and that's Guyton. So I'm keeping Tyler Smith better, and I would say trial by fire makes Guyton a little better. So I'm keeping my left side intact.
That's why I got you on, Vach. I think that's a very good answer because I think what's happened is, and I do this and I'm trying to get better with it. So y'all pray with me. I think we become so matter of fact when we're in game and there's an adjustment and we win. It's just like, you know, I said this on the defensive line. I just today was able to really comb through all of our defensive footage because it took me 2 days to rewatch our offense because our offense did some nice things, I thought. But defensively, you know, everybody's, well, you know, this defense plays so great and they're playing great without Micah. We don't need those guys. And it's like, well, hold on, slow down. I don't want to say that now because if Micah Parsons can play, Micah Parsons needs to be on the football field. And that's just the bottom line. Now, I did like the way that Chauncey Golston is playing, but it's just because Chauncey Golston is doing exactly what's coached. Like he's playing a technique, he's pressing, he's not trying to make plays or he's not flying upfield. But that doesn't mean that you want. I would say I still want Mike. If Mike is available, he's playing football, and that's just the case. In that, it's just like yeah, I love 27. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name because I botch it every time. But if
Armani Oruwariye.
Armani Oruwariye.
Oruwariye.
Ourea.
For said Armani Oruwariye. That's what you said. You just said that. I didn't say that.
But I promise you, if Deron Bland is healthy, Deron Bland on that football field. And we're not even gonna think about it. Hey, Amari, you did a great job. Stay around for a couple years. I ain't gonna try his last name. Hey, Amani, you did a great job. Hey, listen, Amari. Whatever. Hey, I ain't even gonna say whatever because you've been playing good football. You had a good tackle against what's my guy's name from Bama. But the point is, if you on that football field, Deron Bland, if you can play on that football field, you're going to be on that football field, and we're going to send you to special teams 27. You're going to have a great rest of the season, and you're going to be on scout team. You're gonna do. But if Deron Bland is healthy, Deron Bland, and so that's what I say when it comes to the O-line, Botch, who is the best? Because I don't want to jump to, TJ Bass needs to be playing. Because I'm listening to Botch, and it's like, maybe not. Who is your best five right now if everybody's healthy? Just so we have clarity on this.
Man, don't nobody want to hear me say this, man. Y'all don't want to hear me say. I do think Chuma Edoga is more ready right now than Tyler.
That's
Guyton.
Okay. This is a safe space, bro. I'm a Guyton guy. Everybody knows that more than I love Tyler Guyton.
This is my thing about Chuma though, Foots. Like Chuma had mental lapses. You know what I'm saying? He had his mental lapses. He'll let people run free. You know what I mean? And he'll get regular backup tackle whoop. That's okay. You know, getting regular backup tackle whoop. Like that, you know, as long as it makes sense, you know. I don't think Chuma ever like 5 plays in a row like killed you. Like Chuma's been fine. And Chuma can't play guard for you. If you want to go Tyler Chuma BB, I can live with that. But I don't think Chuma's necessarily a horrible tackle. I just thought he didn't know the plays at the time. You get a little confused and he'd be running anywhere, you know. I feel like Foots, your better 5 is Chuma, Tyler, BB, right? I still feel like you gotta go Guyton, Tyler, BB. I feel like you have to, because that's your first. That's your dude. Foots, that's your investment. You have to roll with your investment on this. And if you don't play him, he'll never get better.
That's true.
If you don't play him, he'll never get better. And we just got to take our little lumps, get rid of the ball quick. You know, offense peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Off-season peanut butter and all that. But Mike McCarthy gotta pretend like Chaz Green over there. You know what I mean? Tyler Guyton ain't Chaz Green, but we at least got to pretend like Chaz Green's over there. And at least when we have like matchup advantages, you know, when we have matchup advantages, then you can kind of let them go over there for real. And this is where I'm a little disappointed with Tyler Guyton, just a little disappointed. Like TJ Watt didn't move.
Right.
TJ Watt played on
it was Nick Herbig that was tearing him up, and now I'm with you.
Herbig was whooping him, right? If you Tyler Guyton and you're a rookie, and I watch Oklahoma tape, so I know who you really are, sir. It's cool to get whooped by Myles Garrett, bro. It's okay if Chase Young got you. It's all right. Brian Burns gets you a few times. That's all right. I can live if TJ Watt was beating the hell out of Tyler Guyton. I want Tyler Guyton to beat everybody that's not a specimen, Foots. If you're not a specimen, I want Tyler Guyton to be able to beat you. If not, I'm a little upset and let down if Tyler Guyton can't beat the other dudes. The non-all-pro top 5 defensive player of the year type guys, I want him to beat everybody but them.
Yeah, man. I think that's where I wouldn't say I waved the white flag, but it was concerning. I mean, we got to live in reality. The draft is the draft. That's our bag, Watch. The draft has always been our bag, right? But now the problem is you're in season and you're playing those guys. That's fine, but you can't go out there and give up that many pressures and that much leakage and that much. Just, I mean, Nick was a problem out there, bro. Like
Mhm.
in the run game, and I think the scary thing is he beat you in the pass game and in the run game. Like he was giving us fits, and it was like, okay, bet Alex Heisman isn't playing, we're good, and Nick Herbert steps right in and is and had a All Pro day. But that is what makes the Steelers defense so good. And that's why this was a tough matchup, and I think that's why this was a better win. Vosh, before I let you go,
We got
this
time. We got time. Go ahead.
okay, cool. Because and I like these quick hitters because I know you're a busy guy, but I know this could
Make it
be
two, three.
a
Okay.
long I know this could be a long discussion because here's my thoughts on the offense, and I'm a little indifferent with you. I do believe that Mike is calling these games knowing that he has two rookies on the O line.
Mhm.
And that's why I always defend Mike, maybe to a fault at times, but
Mhm.
like I think that Mike called a great game this last game. Dak made mistakes.
He ain't been calling great games though, Foot. So let me just cut you off before you said it. He ain't been calling great games. It's the first great game he called. But Dak's turnovers did kind of lead him astray a little bit. But I'm gonna let you finish though. Go ahead.
The Giants game wasn't a great game. I think that this game, I think the game plan, but I think the game plan versus the Steelers was excellent. Quick game, knowing what you got to deal with. There was one play that they went, it had to been like 11 personnel, or maybe it was 12, but they had two receivers, they had a fullback. I forget the personnel grouping, but
Mhm.
bro, the linebackers' heels were at 3. Dak just went 3-step drop, and Jalen Tolbert was literally wide open. Like he just ran and turned around. Like that's the type of stuff that I'm okay with. I know y'all hate stop routes, but Dak even said it in the press conference. If they're giving so much help to wherever CD is, like bro, they were in a split safety look, and they had a safety literally on the hash. Like he was on the 40. He was literally on the other side of the hash. He had no eyes to the middle of the field. It was like whatever CD was doing, we're gonna go this way. And it was like, okay, if they're in an off man, like soft deck position at corner, and they're gonna give you 7 yards of respect, then I'm gonna raise up and throw a comeback. And I think that is smart offense. Get the ball out your hands quick. Don't let these DNs get upfield. And I like the game plan. I think that 20-20 could be better. Red zone area could be better. Like I hated a call on the last play of the game. Well, the Rico fumble. Because if you have Ezekiel Elliott on his team, that
Mhm.
ball needs to go to Zeke. If not, Zeke doesn't need to be on the team
Yeah.
because he's doing nothing else for you in the run game.
Fuzz, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
There was a big blinking light that went off for me, right? We at the end of the game, the very end of the game, and we on the goal line. After the Dak scramble, and we on the 1 yard line. I was like, all right, this lets you know everything you need to know about what they think about Zeke. Because if Zeke is brought here, we would imagine he's eating up all the plays that got anything to do with blocking in the backfield and short yard runs. You would imagine that's Zeke's role here. If Zeke runs out there, if Hunter Lipke runs out there, if Rico Dowdle runs out there, that'll give you a ton of information about what these people think.
Yes.
Zeke didn't run out there, Foots. To be fair, Rico Dowdle fumble, so we might see Zeke ass in the future. Or Hunter Lipke or somebody. But Zeke didn't run out there, Foots. I think that means something. Out of all the situations you wouldn't trust Zeke in. Because if you think about it, all the clear running back blocking plays was Hunter Lipke that game.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Lipke was your blocking running back that game. Now we got here in the goal line after the Dak Prescott run. We got here in the goal line. Rico gets the nod.
Yeah.
I think that means something for us. So if we not using Zeke at all, I at least need to see what Dalvin Cook look, because they the same guy almost to me. So we at least need to see what Dalvin Cook look like. You know, we need to start experimenting with that process a little bit. But 15's doing less and less every week for us, and it was very apparent towards the end of the game, sir.
Yeah, man. It's almost like the Damone Clark, Maris Louisville deal.
We
Damone
seeing
Clark,
less and less of him too.
he didn't get a snap.
He didn't get no snaps.
Damone Clark did not have one snap in that football game. Watch, go
Oof,
watch.
oof.
Yeah,
I mean, I watched.
and
I just wasn't.
yeah, like no, I actually had to go fact check it. I was like, wait, did Damone Clark play?
Mm.
That's crazy, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and so no, I think, and if you want to criticize Mike for anything, criticize him for the deployment of these running backs and like not having a real plan,
Sure.
like having Deuce and him running C gap. I mean, well, A gap runs at times. It's like, come on, Mike, it's not gonna work. And like using reps on that in NFL games, it's not
Yeah.
gonna work. It's a waste of play.
Right.
The best back on this team, no matter who does their cut up or whatever, and talks about Rico's vision, it's Rico Dowdle. It's that's done. And so what I said is, and what do you think about this, Vach? The deployment needs to be Rico, Hunter, whoever else. But if you're telling me that, so if we think that Cook can play, then I need to see it now.
Yeah.
Because if not, what's he on the team for?
Sure.
It's apparent. Zeke, they're gonna roll with Dowdle till they don't. And Zeke just doesn't have it. He doesn't have the juice left. Like he'll get you exactly what's blocked, and that's it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make anybody miss. He's not gonna run it away. And this, I think it's a harsh reality for Cowboys fans because this is Zeke. This is Dak and Zeke. This is 4-21. This is with the guys that came in together and brothers and friends, but one can still play and one can't.
Dak was friends with Lael, Kellen, Kidner, Nussmeyer. They got all Dak friends about here, so I don't care nothing about Dak and his friends. Hey man, yo Zeke, shouts out to you, bro. We paying you a lot of money to be phased out the offense, bro, but you out. And you said it first. We at least need to know what Dalvin Cook is. Now, if Dalvin Cook is super washed and he's worse than Zeke, then all right, cool. Go ahead and bring Zeke on back in, and he could be our fourth back or whatever. But I think you said it, sir. I think Hunter Lipke is your running back too, and I would love it if Mike starts to use him in that way. I would love for Lipke to get more than just a carry or just a catch or just a target. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's use Lipke as a second back. Like y'all was about to politic and use Zeke. Like y'all was just about to lie to y'allself and we'll give Zeke 8-9 carries. So remember how they about to look. I was this old when I learned. Like, this was like what, 5 weeks ago when y'all trying to lie in politics. Oh, we gonna hope Zeke ain't do no type of offseason.
Hey, no, none, Vach.
Politic like Zeke was about to get 10 carries and 3 catches a game. Just get him to Hunter Lipke.
Get us to Hunter Lipke, man. I think that he has more. I'll tell you this. You want to talk about something that was telling, Vach? How about the screen to Hunter?
What?
Oh, we're back.
Okay.
It's okay.
You froze.
I did.
Okay. Well,
they you know what? The internet didn't like us talking about Zeke. I'm sorry, Zeke. I had to drop.
Well, we about to mess this internet up today, baby. You see Hunter Lipke on that screen, my boy? You see him? Did you see him?
Man, yeah, I was. That's crazy. I was just bringing it with that screen. The fact that they feel so comfortable with giving him the ball in these moments, Vach.
Yeah.
That you talk about telling.
Yeah.
What we doing, Vach? What we doing?
Not giving Hunter Lipke the ball is what we doing.
I'm gonna tell you something else that I'll give Mike credit for. Did you see him kind of getting Span Ford involved? Kind of cool on the wheel route.
Foots. Let me just say this. I'll tell you why Span Ford got involved. Right?
Talk to me.
I don't know, because it's 2 ways to look at it, right? Like, one way to look. I gotta pull this up for you because you need the visual. Because it made me laugh. It made me laugh when I saw. Okay, Foots. When anybody goes in motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that
you got the film up,
yeah, I'm about to get it right now.
Yeah, let's give it to him, baby.
When somebody goes in motion, right? They typically respect that motion, Foots. Like typically they respect that. Like if CeeDee Lamb goes in motion, somebody going with him. So I gotta give both angles of it. So for one, share screen, boom, boom, boom. Pull it up for me, Foot. So Brevin's about to go in motion, Foots.
Yes.
but nobody's about to go with him. He just going, and the Steelers don't even respect it.
You got to, yep, that's the information you needed.
You have to make that throw.
Mm-hmm.
You have to throw. Like, I'm scared to throw the ball to Brevin Spanford because he Brevin and he ain't proved himself yet. But if they're not going to react to the motion, I think like 39 over here. Can you see my mouse on my screen?
Yeah,
I think 39 is allegedly responsible for anything. Like, he might be like a first threat out type of dude. But from this depth, if you're not going to go with him, that's an easy throwing catch. That's an easy throwing catch, Foots.
Right now.
But you at least have to respect Mike McCarthy out of all the people that's on the field, because Rico's down here. There's a white man, so it's Jake, but that's another one. So that might be Luke.
You sick.
So either of these two guys are Jake and Luke, right? So this 13 personnel, which is CeeDee Lamb over here.
5 wide, 13 personnel. Thank you, Mike.
So empty 13 is wild, by the way. Empty 13 is already some innovation off the rip there. But if you had to choose for a guy to do some exit motion for it to be Brevin, I do give Mike McCarthy credit for that, for rolling out empty 13.
Yeah.
Brevin, what is this? So he's the Y. So empty 13 Y exit, Foots.
Why push him out there? And we call it push motion, baby. Get him on out there.
Anyway, don't nobody go with him. But I think you just have to respect that. So it's a lot of reasons why you can close this back in. But it's a lot of reasons why Brevin was wide the hell open and we threw the ball there because he was wide open. But Dak threw a dime of a pass later in the game and Brevin dropped it.
He did. He
dropped it. So you live and die by that, I guess.
And he had drops in Minnesota. That was kind of his.
Yeah, he had 13 of them joint his last season.
Yeah, if you was with me and Vosh during the draft, you would know that.
Hey, let him block. You throw it to him. That was the point.
Let him block. That mug will go push somebody around now. Let him. If you want somebody to get on the edge and deal with DNs, he will do that and he'll do it well.
Yes, sir.
Vosh, in closing, I want to ask you this. What does offensively, what do you want to see the Cowboys do run game and O-line wise to kind of clean some things up? Do you want to keep with quick game? Is there one thing that you're looking at, or you just say, man, you know what? These guys just got to get better, bro.
I love what we did last week. Just don't turn the ball over. Cut down on the penalties, cut down on the turnovers, even on defense, right? I want us to be a little more disciplined on defense, right? If you just don't do the shoot yourself in the foot stuff,
yeah,
I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because at first we're missing creativity. The creativity was there, but turnovers and drive killers. You know what I'm saying? And with those turnovers and drive killers, it costs you at the most 21 points, at the least 9.
Yeah. So
at the least, the Cowboys scoring 29 points that game.
Yeah.
At the most, they're scoring. My math is bad. 41, 29 to 41 versus what the Steelers put up. I think that's a good day on offense, man. Dak threw for 350 some yards.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, or something like that. He just, the turnovers killed your drive.
So. The game. I ain't gonna lie. The game looked easy to Dak. Like,
beat the hell out the Steelers. We just didn't score because we didn't.
Bro, that's why I was so frustrated. It was just like
a good Steelers defense, by the way, Fuzz. I think that's important. A good Steelers defense, by the way, that you could have put 29 to 41 points on.
That's where I'm so encouraged. Like, if Dak is gonna go do this to them, and the interceptions were Dak, they didn't do anything to cause him. I think it was him and CD. We're still seeing a residual from those guys not having camp. It is what it is. We got to call a spade a spade. It's both of them. It's not just Dak. It's not just CD. It's both of them. The one that I'll get on Dak is the sack fumble. I just think that he held onto the ball too long, and Mike McCarthy actually came out on a post and said that Tolbert didn't play the ball in the air well, and I agree with that. On the post, Tolbert, you got to understand, bro, give your quarterback a chance. You still got to attack the ball. Like, if it's a little bit behind you, I understand that, but bro, like, Tolbert had the game winner the whole night, but bro, still make a play on the football. Like, Dak was trying to go for blood on that play, and I'm not mad at it. Bro, make a play. Like, go attack the football. So, I said this. Dak was in control. That's why I'm so, Like, there's
Hurt.
not another defense that I say that we play this year that Dak's gonna go into the game like, man, if you do this to Pittsburgh, physical, gritty, in the rain, playing an hour after you're supposed to play, who else? Like, who's the other defense that you go into that game like, man, we can't move the ball on?
Foots, can I be real for a minute?
Talk to me.
We got to end the show because I don't want to have to explain this, okay?
Okay.
I think if you could do that offensively to Pittsburgh, I think you could beat the Lions and the 49ers. You just got to stop them. You just got to stop them, right? And look, if that that's why I need Mike McCarthy to be great, right? Because if Mike McCarthy's great,
I see why you on Mike now, yeah.
If Mike McCarthy's, if that play calling, right? If the play calling is great, and that goes out there and give you even if it's like a last year's Seahawks fight, right? Remember how the Seahawks just kept scoring, but we just kept scoring too?
Yeah.
If I can get some good play calling out of Mike, because Mike McCarthy normally closes up in these good games. If I can get some good play calling and limit the mistakes these next two games, I think you'll have a close fight with the Lions, but I think you will beat the hell out of the 49ers because 49ers ain't been good this year. I think you can beat both them teams.
We're gonna end on that note, Vox, because I don't disagree. And not only do I not disagree, we're not even gonna go too deep in it. We're gonna say this, but I think you have an advantage against both of those defenses. I think you have a real advantage again, which the way your offense is playing and how Dak is in full control and has full field reads. But we'll save that. We'll save that, Vox. Hey, Vacho, thank you so much for joining, man. This video is brought to you by BetUS. We already showed you guys the line. I feel really good, and I think that's why the line is the way it is. Like, trust me, Vegas respect Dallas because, again, Washington 4-1, it's a 6-point advantage, Baltimore. Normally, when it's like that, you better take the favorite. They respect Dallas because, you know, the Lions have a better record, but they know going into Dallas is a tough place to play, and they saw what just happened against the Steelers, and the league respects the Steelers. So I feel really good about this game. Voch, thank you so much for coming on. You guys make sure you go support Voch. He's doing his show every day. He's doing film sessions every day. And my brother's just one of the hardest working people in the industry. He's with what is it, DLLS?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DLLS. He's going in the studio. So he's out of his element. He's going in the studio after game days. The brother's just a hard-working dude. So, as always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. We're on the road to 36K. Y'all help me get there. Peace and salute.
Salute.
Salute, salute, salute.